So if they did move into the two, you think he will pout and be disengaged with the team?
No, I don't think he would be disengaged or pout. Um, Cade is a weird guy, man. He would just somehow find his like I feel like he just somehow finds his way back to being point guard again. Because that's what happens during these games. Like you'll watch the games and he won't be bringing the ball up court for a portion of the game, and then all of a sudden you look up and boom, he's playing point again. And my thing, I'm glad we're talking about this because I got to get this out too. My thing with K running the point, right, is that he has no sense of urgency, which drives me crazy because we're talking about a team that has issues scoring the basketball. And I looked it up. The Pistons are doing fine. They're 12th in the league in fast break points. But we all know that you have Jaden Ivey, who's one of the fastest guards in the league. And Cade, when he gets the ball, Cade is constantly just walking the ball up, letting everything set up because that's how he plays. He likes everybody to be in position so that he could orchestrate the offense, which is cool. But in my mind, you could do that from the two guard position. So you let Jaden Ivey get that ball and boom, push it up. And if nothing is there, if the defense gets back, all right, he slows it up. He kicks it to Cade. Cade orchestrates his offense. But I feel like you're wasting Jaden Ivey's speed by not allowing him to bring the ball up court.
Right. Okay, my bad.
But no, what was you gonna say?
No, I totally agree with you, man. That's been my point from the beginning, man. With Jaden Ivey's speed, there's no way he shouldn't be bringing the ball up the court, man. I feel like with his speed, man, that creates so many more opportunities for the Pistons to set up. Not to mention the fact that all I hear is over and over again, K turns the ball over. K turns the ball over. We have so many turnovers with K running the ball. So essentially, you're taking away Jaden Ivey's speed and you're giving the ball to somebody who turns the ball over. So it just seems to me like and I'm not even watching the games fully, man. And I can see that even just from descriptions of the game, that the answer is clear as day. You need Jaden Ivey to be point, and you need K to be at the two guard. And essentially, I mean that won't solve all your problems, but that will solve a major problem with your team. It'll be less turnovers. You got a guy that you can use the guy who's bringing the ball, the guy who's bringing the ball up speed in order to get your defense running in more fast break situations. And and like you said, you kick the ball up to K and it doesn't essentially change his game. So yeah, I don't see why that this is not happening.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, people hope that people's the ceiling, I guess, I don't know, but people hope that one day Jaden Ivey could be some type of semblance of Ja Morant. And you don't see Ja Morant, standing in the corner waiting for the point guard to bring the ball up. No, Ja Morant goes and gets the ball and he pushes the pace and he forces the defense to react. And he uses the athleticism to get to the rim and just constantly keep the defense on their heels. And yeah, man, just to essentially take that away from Jaden Ivey is just a wasted opportunity. That I hope it's something that they going over in the meetings and everything and talking about it. But last thing I say about the Pistons, man, no, they just got such a rough schedule. I mean, I can't even say they got a rough schedule. Just having watched them during 4 games, uh, they're they made improvements on that team, but that team was so awful last year, and the league is just on average just so much better. In the next couple games, like we said, we got the 76ers. We'll see how that goes. To your point, I do think that is a winnable game without Embiid, but Tyrese Maxey is a potential all-star. So we'll see how they handle him. But yeah, they got the Knicks. The Nets, that is a winnable game. They got the Lakers. They're not going to beat the Lakers. Uh, they, they got the Hornets. The Hornets, you never know what you're going to get the Hornets. The Hornets are essentially the Pistons in blue and white. So we'll see what happens with the Hornets. The Hawks, I don't know. The Rockets, Heat, Bucks, Raptors, Wizards. I mean, yeah, it's not as bleak as I thought it was, but they got to figure it out. And for the love of God, Tobias Harris has to score like at least 14 points a game. And in these fourth quarter droughts, like I said last night, they just fell apart. I think Cade played a clean game the whole game, and then in the fourth quarter, he had 3 to 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter. And that's all he had during the game. He like I said, he played a clean game. He was like 6 for 6, 7 for 7 at one point. Played a great game, and then it's just that fourth quarter, man. We got no answer from anybody during that fourth quarter.
Yeah, man. To finish up, I said pretty much the same thing, man. One thing you said was Jaden Ivey standing in the corner, dog. When I saw that last year, man, that shit drove me crazy, dog. Like, why is this guy standing? You know what I want to see from Jaden Ivey, man? I want to see Jaden Ivey using his speed like Rip Hamilton used to use his speed, man. That guy should never stop running, man. He should be running the whole play. He should never stop. And I feel like essentially that will open up so many offensive plays for the Pistons. But yeah, man, Tobias Harris really does have to step up. Essentially, we want him to hit those extra points in the fourth quarter when the game is slowing down and put up points to help close out the game. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens in these next few games coming up. Like I said, keep an eye out on the 76ers game and the Brooklyn game. And we'll have a better sense of what happens from there. Like I said, Asar should be back. We see if that changes any dynamic to the team, and hopefully, it's just a chemistry thing, and they can get some chemistry going. But that's pretty much all I got, man. We'll be back coming up right before Sunday to do our game previews of next week. We'll talk about the Lions, Green Bay. We'll see if the Lions have made any moves to get if any moves have been made to acquire a defensive end. Dan Campbell was kind of giddy in his interview about them making some kind of move. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, man, that's all I got for this time. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.